Okay, I think we are working. Good to go. Not sure why this camera's a little bit slow. Ooh, yeah, seems to be right. We go with it. So I'm going to do a group ride, although I think I'm a little bit late to the group ride. Hopefully, I should be able to catch up. What's it? Offer a prize. Yeah, see how we get on anyway. Get some music on. For some reason. Back. Let me know if the music's at a good level. If it's too loud, I can turn it down. Not an issue. I was just going to have a look at this group ride, see how far ahead people are. So I think it's like a 50-kilometre ride, so I think we'd have time to catch up. Oh, that's not too sad. I think they've literally only just started. So not too bad at all. So it's a 45-kilometre route. Group ride, just nice, easy, hopefully. I've had a couple of difficult sessions this week, to say the least. Morning, Matt. Happy Sunday. On a little bit later than anticipated. The bed felt too good this morning. For some reason, the baby did not want to go to sleep last night. There we go. I think we're caught up pretty much. Sausages for breakfast already. Oh, I'll tell you what, we had probably the biggest fry up I've had for a very long time yesterday. Just resetting the bike trainer. Trying to get the virtual shifting working properly. But it's all good. Okay. It's still not set up properly. Let's get this little table out. Working. There we go. I think the microphone's working now. Although my music's completely just stopped. If my microphone does cut out at any point, just let me know and I'll try and sort it out. Something to do with this wire. There's like a loose connection into the actual microphone and it does cut out occasionally. Alright, we've got 12 people in this group ride. Could be nice and easy today. We should have 2 camera angles if everything's working. Let's try the other one. There we go, there's the other one. Looks like we've caught up with the group as well. I imagine this ride will be about an hour and a half, something like that. Jumped straight on the bike this morning. And then I've got my morning coffee as well. Haven't even finished that yet. Ridden every day apart from yesterday this week. And I would have rode yesterday, or yesterday morning, but we had friends had some, my children had some friends stay. So I couldn't get up and in the kitchen in the morning early. And then I had a raging headache for the rest of the day. Seems to be if I mess up with my sleep pattern, I just end up with a raging headache. No idea why. So if the microphone does come on or does just disappear, do let me know. Not sure why the camera's laggy today. No, it's something that I just kind of deal with. I try not to sleep in too much because if it messes with my sleep pattern, then it's just something I'd have to deal with. Gone to the side camera. Side camera seems to be running more efficiently. No. Does keep popping up though that the microphone isn't working. Is this camera here lagging for you guys? Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. No idea. I'll have to restart that one when I can get a chance. So the other one's working absolutely fine. But that one, the main one that I want to use, isn't. Right, try and pick up the pace a little bit, catch up with the guys just in front. So I want a fairly steady ride today. As I've done lots of training this week, the rides and the gym. Ooh. All right, let's give that a go then, shall we? See if that works. Okay. Right button is 1. It seems to have done the job, I think. Closing it down and starting it up again. I had my new order come through yesterday of all my gels and stuff. High energy electrolyte. Cherry bomb. Cherry's always my favourite when it comes to those sort of things. Nice, easy ride today. Try not to go too mad. I've not even got the heart rate monitor on. Yeah, no heart rate monitor this morning. Hopefully won't need it. Yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, we done a Rouvy race. My heart rate was like 180, 190 for the whole race. Not ideal. But we'll see how we get on. No, the guys aren't even that far up ahead. 39 kilometres left to go. So it's about 49 or 50 kilometre route this morning. Couple of climbs here and there. It should be fine. If you are just joining, welcome along. This is something we try to do most mornings as a way of starting the day, as well as the gym. And a lot of the time, people say, I haven't got time, I haven't got time. You've always got time. It's just whether you value something highly enough that you're going to go and do it. We always find the time for the things we want to do, or we find excuses for the things that we don't want to do. Right, here we go then. We're coming up to a bit of a climb. Morning, John. How's your weekend going? Nice easy spin this morning, I'm hoping anyway. Just double check the microphone's still working, yeah. Shouldn't really have to keep doing that, but it does like to just disconnect randomly. Something to do with the port on the bottom of the microphone. If you are lurking in the background, don't be shy. Do come and say hello. Yep, it's going well. Yesterday I was battling with a headache most of the day. Hence why I'm back on the bike this morning. I was saying earlier, if I mess up my sleep routine, go to bed a little bit later, lay in a little bit longer, it just ruins me for the day. So this is a simulation, I suppose you would call it, called a Rouvy. Links up to the bike. You can ride real routes all around the world. And this morning, we are just doing a group ride, 14 other riders, and I'm sat right at the back, just chilling out. Probably be on here for around about an hour and a half. I was going to do sort of 2-3 hour ride this morning. I got up a little bit later than anticipated. Baby didn't want to sleep much last night. Took her a long time to go to bed. Me and the wife was going to get a game of Scrabble in last night, and that didn't quite pan out. Morning, Chris. A long time no see. How the devil are you? A long time no see. We've been back doing the morning lives now for around about a week. They're slowly getting back and gaining a little bit of traction again. It'd be nice to build up and get the numbers back to where they once were. As you can see, the bike is on the direct drive turbo trainer. So you just unhook your back wheel. Not that I don't actually have a back wheel for this bike, so but then you just hook it on and away you go. All the data gets sent to the computer, hence how you can see the data in the bottom left hand corner, and depending on where we're riding, downhill, uphill, on the flats, it does adjust the resistance, make the difficulty harder or easier. We've also got gears as well, so the orange thing you can see in the back basically is the Swift cog, allows for virtual shifting. Well, that doesn't, it's the actual clicker remote thing that does the virtual shifting. Definitely right on that one, Chris. It is the best time of day, and I've been doing the morning rides and then heading off to the gym pretty much straight after. I do need to go into the same car park as the gym this morning, so I might have a little dip in and out just for the sauna today. I need to take my other bike back into the shop, replacing the frame because it had a load of paint chips on it within about a couple of days when I first got it, and I've been meaning to take it back in for a replacement for about 6 months. They phoned me last week and be like, do realise your frame's still here, don't you? I was like, yeah, just need to bring it down and swap it over. If you are new to the stream, do drop a 1 in the comments so we can see who's new or who's been here before. Still doing your morning rides as well, Chris? That's good. 2 to 3 times a week. And that's the trouble, isn't it? A lot of people go from 0 to 100 and wonder why they can't stick with things. They say, I'm going to start doing this, and then they'll be like, I'm going to do it every single day at this time of day, and it's just not sustainable, especially when you're not used to it. Ease yourself in a couple of days a week and then increase from there. There we go. Nice cup of coffee to start the day. I might drop a couple of electrolyte tabs in my bottle in a minute as well. Extremely thirsty this morning. Mouth tastes extremely dry. Well, it's just like... Oh. Yes, John, that is a fantastic FTP. I'm sure you only got a new FTP last week or the week before as well. Absolutely crushing the FTPs. Are you doing it on ramp tests or are you doing it during an actual ride as well? So these are what I've got as well. I don't know what camera I'm on. Let's go this one. So I'm just going to drop one of these in the bottle. It's a cherry and Bomb Hammer Strength Nutrition electrolyte drink. And the best thing about these ones is they are all natural. Non-GMO, no artificial sweeteners, none of that crap that you get in some of the other ones. There it is. Hammer Nutrition, that's what it's all about. Not sure why this camera in front is very laggy today. We go back to the other one. So we are streaming onto some other all-on rides, not ramp tests. That's even more impressive. I think we're still on the wrong camera. Go this one. There we go. This one seems to be working well. I'll have to have a look, see what routes it was, because I haven't done a ramp test or looked to increase my FTP for a bloody long time. So 310s. That is good. The last time, well, mine's still sitting at 270. It's probably less than that. And that was done on a ramp test. Are they in race conditions as well? Were you racing? I don't know if it makes it any easier with the drafting or anything, if it allows it. Well, we'll have to have a look, see what routes it was on, see if I can try and increase mine. It's been a while since I've done any kind of FTP related things. I've been concentrating on the gym, trying to get my numbers up in there. And the cycling's kind of taken a back burner, although this week's been good. A couple of zone 2 rides, 2 races this week. This group ride this morning, where we're just sitting back, nice and chilled. Morning, Jordan. Thank you for dropping in. If you are new here, boys and girls, do drop a 1 in the comments. That's what it's all about. Be nice to see who's been here before and who hasn't. It's still relatively early into the stream. We're 24 minutes in. Been riding for 30. That is good, especially if you've not been thinking about it. And it comes up saying you just got a new one. I always get this month one though. It's irritating. It should be based on your all time, not this month. There we go. We'll just sit with these guys. Now, what a nice easy ride today. I'm being lazy. A lazy one. So we're not too far behind the group anyway. They're literally just up ahead. We're 19 kilometers in, 31 remaining. So probably got about an hour or so left. Maybe just under, as group rides tend to be a little bit quicker. Stay grinding, morning. Let's check my camera on my other app. Yeah, it's slow on there as well. Not too sure why. Great tune. But just to let you know, you can control the music in this live stream. I'll go to this camera for a moment. I know it's really laggy, but if you look on the white right in there, it tells you how you can change songs and control the music, add songs into the playlist and all that sort of stuff. For those watching on TikTok, that is, anyway. Right, let's change back to the other camera. I'm really not sure why that other camera is laggy as anything. It was the Rouvy. Okay, I should have a look at that. Oh, the Bolivia rise. They're quite hilly as well, I think. Oh, I haven't got my other phone. I was going to look on the other phone, but it's being used as the other camera. What's the elevation on that one? I imagine it's quite a long, sustained hill. Trying to think of a day next week where it might be reasonable to go for a new FTP. Monday's squat day. Tuesday, Wednesday is bench. Potentially Wednesday. Could potentially do it on Wednesday morning. Have to look at the diary as well. See what work I've got on next week. John's leaving me behind. Up to 310 now. So if you want one of these setups, your best bet is to look out on Facebook Marketplace for the direct drive trainer. As you can see behind me, your back wheel basically just replaces your back wheel, and it sends all the data over to the computer as well. There is a link in the bio of the exact trainer that I've got on Amazon, but if you're going to buy one new, you're probably looking at about £600. If you get one on Facebook Marketplace, like I did, I picked up this one for 150. And then once you've got that, you're pretty much set to go. Provided you've got a bike to hook it up to. But this bike I've got is just a cheap Carrera that I had laying around in the shed for many, many years. And then I've hooked it up for a little while. And then after a little while, I ended up getting the virtual shifting as well. But there's ways around that, getting that cheaper now as well. I've seen some people program in just a 2-button, like a clicker. I've actually got the Zwift click, but I've seen people use different keyboard settings and stuff. I think there is a video on my profile that it shows the setup in a bit more detail. And there's also some links in my bio that takes you to Amazon for this particular trainer. And if you wanted to try Rouvy, there's a link in there for that as well. It gets you the first 2 months at half price, using the referral. You can try it out for 2 months, and if you don't like it, you've only lost, well, for 2 months it's like 17 quid, I think. Bargain. Currently 14th out of 14th. Morning, Jason. Long time no see. Sundays are doing well. Everybody's popping back in on a Sunday. Been lots of people this morning. All the old faces. Got to make the most of that. That's very nice. Cherry Bomb electrolyte this morning. A 6.5% incline, just dropped down to 5.6. I'm back in with the group though. I'm 23 kilometers into this ride with 27 left to go. If you are enjoying it, make sure you're following and liking all this good stuff. A 9.3% incline right now, which is why we're going so slow. Have you got it open on Rouvy? I forget you can do that. So, nice and easy this morning. We're not pushing. Not dying this morning. To the point that I've not even got the heart rate monitor on today. There we go. I think we've done that incline. I think there's a little bit more. All right, looks like we've caught up with the group that's further ahead as well. Must admit that hill's definitely raised the heart rate. We're still climbing, 4.3%. Starting to level out a little bit. Now, there we go. We'll sit with the leader as well. Not so much consecutive days, but this is my 6th day this week. Had a rest day yesterday, based on we had the kids' friends stay over, so I couldn't actually get in the kitchen early in the morning, and I had a rotten headache most of the day. We've done 6 days this week on the bike, also 3 days in the gym. If anyone wants to follow the journey, check out the Strava. And the Strava is in the link tree. You can see all the workouts on there. I do log my gym workouts as well. So I put on what I'm lifting and pretty much everything I've done in the gym. Definitely need a man shed, for sure. Actually getting a bit of a sweat on now. I'm trying to stay with the group now. If you just joined, welcome along. So I'm not sure about miles, but we're halfway on this group ride. This is a 50-kilometer ride. Whatever that translates to in miles, I don't know. If anyone wants to Google that and drop it in the chat, that'd be great. And keep tapping that screen if you can. It does help push the live out for other people that might be interested in fitness. So we're not just about cycling, we're also sharing a road to a 500 kg total in the gym. The plan is to get there by the end of the year. 31 miles. That's what we're doing this morning. A nice, easy 31 should be. Group ride, just spinning the legs. You do tend to find they get a little bit racy towards the ends though. Just going to check the other camera, see if it's woken up at all. I think it has. A little bit laggy still. But if you guys want to control the music, you can. Using the formula there. Exclamation mark skip to go to the next song. Or exclamation mark play and the name of the song and artist that you want. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. There we go, more old school. Trying to keep it simple. The trouble is, I did try adding in some of the like goals and the follow goals on here, but it seems to be as soon as I do that now, TikTok stops pushing the live. It pops up saying unoriginal content straight away. So I think they've gone down the route where they don't like it. There we go. We'll use the front camera for a little while. And if it starts lagging too much, we go back to the other one. 26 kilometers in with 24 left to go. Oh, Voltex is putting out some watts there. So with these group rides, it don't really matter too much if you drop back a little bit. So it does have this thing called like an elastic band effect. So if you drop off, it does pull you back in slightly, just to try and keep everybody together. So those that normally go out hard on a group ride have to work harder. You can sort of sit back a little bit and have an easier ride, or you can go out front and have a harder ride. And this morning, we're going for the easier one. Good morning if you just joined the stream. If you just joined, stick a 1 in the comment if you've been, or if you're new. The wife has just joined as well, so we best not talk about her anymore. Like the rubber thing in the bowler lane. I suppose it's, yeah, I guess so. Like having the barriers up, isn't it? You can either have an easy one or you can put the barriers down and have it a little bit harder. We've got the barriers up today. There we go. Just hit over 1,000 likes on this stream this morning. Thank you guys. It does help push the live out to other people who may enjoy it. So it's not just about cycling these days, it's just about fitness, consistency, and doing the things you say you're going to do, essentially. And keep showing up. You don't have to jump on or go out and smash every single workout. Sometimes showing up and just doing something is better than doing nothing. If you just joined, we've been doing these live streams every day this week, apart from yesterday. Last year, we've done over 240 odd days, every single day, live streaming the rides. And had a bit of a relax, took the foot off the gas a little bit, and now we're back. People seem to enjoy the morning lives, the consistency. That's what it's all about. Keep showing up, showing that you can be consistent when you've got a full-time job, a family, trying to get into the gym 3 times a week as well. So I've been doing these in the morning, early mornings, finishing this, having a coffee, getting dressed, and then getting myself to the gym. And then into work. So when you hear people say, I don't have time, it's complete and utter bullshit. You always have time. It's just about making time. Prioritizing, sacrificing certain things. If you want to do it, you'll find a way, as we always say. There we go. Thank you. Nobody's perfect. Twisting Tiger for the follow. If you are enjoying the content, check out some of the other videos on the page. All cycling and gym lifting content, motivational stuff. Try to keep it positive. Too much negativity in the world. We don't need any more of it. Although negativity does sell. There's a reason why news outlets pretty much only push negative news and very rarely push anything positive. The best thing you can do with that is turn the news off. Most of it makes no difference to your life whatsoever. I can guarantee you feel happier and better for it. Blimey, how we doing, Alan? Very long time no see. Doing well. We've had all the old faces in this morning. Lots of the old regulars. It's been good. Thank you to the wife for the capybara from Esme. The daughter's on watching me with her mum. If you are enjoying it, keep tapping away. Hit that follow button. It is free. So try to show up every single day. Not sure yet. I might well do the London to Brighton again. See how we get on. If we can get a sponsor, that'd be even better. But yeah, I need to have a look really. Would like to do a powerlifting comp this year though. Just trying to balance the two. Trying to balance the getting stronger and staying fairly fit for the riding as well. So the goal for the end of the year is a 500 kg total across all three lifts. So that's a squat, deadlift and bench press. So it means a 220 kg deadlift, I think 160 kg squat and a 120 bench press. See you tomorrow, Chris. Thank you for dropping in. Long time no see. It's good to have you back. There we go. Nearly up to 4,000 likes on the stream this morning. Been streaming now for 45 minutes. And if you are new here, do come in and drop a 1 in the chat if it's your first time. I know we've got some people here that have been here before, and it's good to have some of the old regulars back in. It's been a long time since I've seen some of the guys in the chats this morning. It's been very good. So we've been cycling every day this week, apart from yesterday. Also been in the gym, I think 3, maybe 4 times this week. All about showing up, staying consistent, trying to motivate people to get moving. First half marathon. There we go. How's the training been going? If you have just dropped in, welcome aboard the consistency train. That's what we're going to call this one. Showing up every day, whether it's a hard race, just a short spin, just to get the legs moving. And then we normally end up in the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday as well, depending on the work schedule. Aiming for sub 140. That'd be good if you get that. Not like anything, especially when it's your first time. The main thing is just to get through it, complete it, get the time under your belt, get the miles under your belt as well. Then you know you've got something to aim for next time. I'll keep toying with the idea of doing a bit of running. I've got too many hobbies as it is. Cycling, the gym, content. Exactly that. Just go out and have fun. There we go. We're going to get to 4,000 very, very soon. We're on 3981. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. Check out some of the other videos. We've got a video on there showing the setup I've got here. I need to do some more nutrition content. But at the moment, I'm using these Hammer Nutrition. They are all natural products. No GMO, no artificial sweeteners. And to be fair, they've been so much better on my gut. Some of the other ones I've tried, without putting it bluntly, give me the shits. And these have been pretty good, so I'm very, very happy with them. They are based more towards endurance athletes. So if you are doing lots of running, lots of long distance stuff, they'd be perfect for you. Good for the riding. Anything over sort of an hour, 2 hours, kind of aim for. There we go. Then we're going to get to 5k likes as well. Very, very soon. There we go. Just hit 5k likes. Thank you for those tapping along. It's probably the daughters, to be fair. That's all right. We'll take that. If you are enjoying it, though, do come in the chat and say hello. What's something you'd like to see a little bit more of on my content-wise? We're posting the riding, the cycling stuff, posting our gym content with the lifts and our workouts. But what's something that you'd like to see more? I love you too, Olivia. I assume that's my eldest. And that's a good thing with the keep showing up and being consistent, is your kids learn by example. Lead by example, rather than saying you need to work out, you need to exercise, you need to go out and play. You're not doing those things yourself. Why would they? Right, 16.5 kilometers left. We've done 34 kilometers. 16 remaining. So we are just spinning the legs this morning, not worrying too much on how much power I'm putting out. It is a group ride. We're just sat at the back, taking it nice and easy, taking it nice and steady. Morning for those that are just joining. Had a bit of an influx of people. So just to recap for you guys, this is all about staying consistent. I've been riding every day this week, apart from yesterday. And every morning, the alarm goes off, we jump up on the bike, and then once the bike session's done, into the gym. One thing I always say is with consistency beats motivation, and self-discipline beats motivation. You're not always going to wake up motivated to do the things you say you're going to do, but then you have to do it anyway. Get everything set up the night before so it's easier, less excuses in the morning. Especially with the indoor trainer, there is really no excuses. Unless you've got your kids having a sleepover and you can't get into the kitchen in the morning, like yesterday. But it is all about consistency. Keep showing up. Sometimes doing something is better than doing nothing. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button. Check out some of the other videos as well. We post gym, weightlifting content, cycling content, and sort of little motivational speeches as such. There we go. It's nearly 8k likes this morning. I imagine most of them are my kids. Prove me wrong if it isn't. If it is your first time here, do drop a 1 in the comments. You're all very quiet. Conversations do work 2 ways. If you have got any questions, do come and say hello. Drop your comments or question in. The shorts I got on this morning are not the best. My arse is going numb already. It's been a while since I've done a fairly long ride on here. John's tapping away. It's John versus the kids. Who's tapping away more? I'm tapping into your competitive side there, John. A little bit of reverse psychology. The daughter says me. No, I think John's beating you, Liv. John's tapping quicker. There we go. Nice bit of friendly competition this morning. We've got Paula joining in the tap competition. Let's see if this front camera's working. You've got a little bit of a sweat on now, you can see. A little bit of a shiny forehead. Although this camera's very laggy, not sure why. Usually this camera's the better one. But if you want to control the music as well, see the white writing just above my drinks bottle there. Exclamation mark play to put your song request in, or exclamation mark skip to go to the next song in the playlist. There we go, nearly 9k likes this morning. Between John, Liv and Paula. I wonder if there's a way of seeing who sent how many. I think there is on Tickfinity. Maybe we'll have to have a little leaderboard up. I've got to go and run my bike into the shop today once I've done this. Been meaning to do it for the last like 3 months. 4 months probably. They're basically replacing the frame on the bike because of loads of paint chips. Oh. Been quite a nice ride this morning. Nothing too strenuous. Done a couple of races as well this week, so it's nice to have a bit of a more chilled ride. Morning, Esme. I know, I made you breakfast already. I didn't win the races. I think I came 4th on one. I don't know where I came on the other one. Thank you for the follow. If, like Jonas, you're enjoying the content, do hit that follow button. It is free. You'll also then get notified next time I go live, which will be tomorrow morning for another ride. And once we're done the ride tomorrow morning, it'll be to the gym for my squat session. Not sure what we're squatting tomorrow, to be honest. I haven't looked at the plan. An overall chain ring? No, don't think so. Just a standard chain ring. I've got the Swift cog on at the back. Might be what you can see. The daughter's on a mad one. What are you playing on your Switch? What are you playing? Dreamlight Valley. Don't get too close, I'll sweat on you. Right, let's have a look and see if the other camera's woken up at all. It's a little bit delayed. It's all right for now. 12 kilometers left, so probably got about 20 minutes, I suppose. Oh yeah. Daughter's tapping away for me. I'll go on the other camera, I should see her stood next to me. Tapping away on her mum's phone. It went black. Yeah, it does when I change the camera angles. Just training for life, really. For consistency. Practicing the self that you stood in front of the camera, love. Yeah. Behind you. Morning, Oscar. So yeah, just training for life, staying disciplined, working consistent every single day. Yeah. Right, let's pick up the pace a little bit, try and catch up with the guys in front. Get back into the group. I don't know. See if we can catch up with some of the guys in front. If you want to change the song or anything like that, you can use the links there. Put them into the chat, add your songs into the playlist, change the songs and all that sort of stuff. Ah. Not very nice calling me a loser. I'll go sit down with it then. Morning. The baby's awake after not going to sleep till like 11 o'clock last night. What the hell was up with her last night? I don't know. So yeah, it was me and the wife were waiting for a game of Scrabble. And she just would not go to sleep. Yeah.
Is it come up?
Kitchen feels very busy right now.
Said hi.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't touch.
Look, see?
Yeah, I see it on there. Look. I've got a bit big like for this.
Simon, do it to me.
No. No. Move your head then. Come on in. You're right. Pass your phone a minute, really. I want to listen to it. I can hear too much background noise. Ah, it sounds alright actually. I'll catch you again soon. Hopefully see you again tomorrow morning. Olivia, out of the way. There we go. We've only got 10 kilometers to go. Try not to near as I pedal. Right, Olivia, move your head. Is that fun? Fun. The other one. Right, you have to get down in a minute because I'm Are you ready? Ready to jump down? That's it. I don't know. No, no, too big. Right, go away.
One little guy.
I don't know. All right, what we got left? We got 9 kilometres left. I think we are pretty much with the group. We'll just pick up the pace a little bit and try and sit the group leader 80 metres ahead. For those that just joined in, welcome aboard. This is all about staying consistent and showing up every day, or as much as possible. And this morning's just a nice, easy ride. Fairly long one, 50 kilometres. Very nearly done though. If you have enjoyed the live, make sure you've hit that follow button. And if it is your first time here, do drop a 1 in the comments so we can see who's new. We've been here every day this week, apart from yesterday. We're in the gym 3 times a week as well. We're posting our weightlifting journey and also our cycling rides as well. I think I've raced twice this week. Done a race yesterday and the race the day before. It all depends on how intense you do the ride, I guess. This morning's been just nice and easy. Pretty much zone 1, zone 2, well, zone 2 I would say. But if you're going out thrashing it, doing like threshold work, obviously the calories are going to be more. I've been riding now for 1 hour and 9 minutes. Some little chocolate. You can actually have how many calories you've burnt on the bottom left-hand corner, where all the stats are. But it's not something that's ever really mattered to me too much, really. Irrelevant to me. So the program we're using, is that for the cycling or for the live streaming? For the cycling, it's an app called Rouvy. Similar to Zwift, but more based on real routes around the world. You can race, you can do group rides as we're doing today, set workouts. And this morning we're just doing a nice steady group ride, sitting at the back. We're just sitting at the back. On the group rides, there tends to be like an elastic band effect. If you sit back and have an easier ride, you go at the front. You have to work a little bit harder. Just have a nice steady one today. Exactly, Rouvy, in my opinion, and John's opinion, is better than Zwift. If you were interested in trying out Rouvy, there is the link in the bio. It gets you the first 2 months at half price. I don't know how much it is now. I think it's £17 a month. But people are quite happily go down the pub and spend £100 to £200 on a one night out, and then quibble a little bit of money to spend on their health. Thank you for the follow. If you are enjoying the live, enjoying the working out content, and do hit that follow button. It is free and it helps. What does Olivia mean? Look at your K. Look at your K. I don't know what she means. I think the daughter thinks. Oh right, okay. 15k likes. I think that's predominantly the daughter. Morning, just all 76. Bloody hell. Definitely give Rouvy a go. I believe if you sign up using the link, you get a 7-day free trial, and then you get 2 months at half price. And then you can compare a direct comparison. I do prefer Rouvy, it's more realistic. So this route is, I actually can't see it. Can't quite see where this route is. Bottom right hand corner, if you can see it. A little bit too far for me. But so you can ride routes all around the world. So if you go into like places like Mallorca for your cycling holiday, you can actually ride some of the routes on here. And when you do get out there, it's kind of like, wow, I've ridden this route before. Without the heat. Thank you, Alex, for the follow. So we're trying to stay consistent again and showing that you can stay consistent even around family commitments and work commitments. It is fantastic, and they say they're always improving. I believe this year you've also got a chat feature coming to Rouvy as well. Whether that's going to be group chat or so you can chat to everybody in the ride or DMs, I don't know. I know there's something coming like that. There's a few other bits coming as well, but it's always improving. I do indeed remember you, Richard. How you doing? Seeing all the old faces this morning. I've had lots of the old regulars back in. AJ, no AJ. That's the only one. We've not had AJ, we've not had Big to Little, and we've not had Liverpool fan. That's it. All the others have dropped back in this morning. 6 kilometers to go. 44 under the belt so far. Under the tyres, under the whatever you want to call it. The legs. Let's try the other camera setup, see if it's woken up. I do indeed have water. It's actually an electrolyte drink this morning. A cherry bomb. Where's the packet gone? This is what I've got this morning. Cherry bomb. Oh, there we go. Cherry bomb. Electrolyte drink by Hammer Nutrition. Fantastic stuff. And none of this GMO, artificial sweeteners. All natural products in there, which is much better on my gut. Some of the other ones I've used tend to not sit right with me. It gives me the shits, in other words. So the trainer I've got is a Diretto Elite. You can probably see it on the camera actually. Direct drive. The trainer I've got is actually in my bio as well, linked up to Amazon. But if you are looking and getting into indoor riding, you're probably better off looking on Facebook Marketplace, especially as we move into spring. Thank you, love. As we're moving into spring, a lot of people will be selling their indoor trainers to get back out on the road. But if you're looking at one, have a look at the different gradients and wattages it allows up to, depending on your training and all that sort of stuff. You might be able to get a cheaper one. Not sure why the camera in front of me is so laggy. This camera is normally the best one as well. We'll get it back on the other one. What do you mean, get it back? Get it on back wheel. It is on the back wheel. If you stay to the end, we'll do a little bit of a wheelie across the line, shall we? We haven't got long left, to be fair. We've got 4.3 kilometres, which will be done in roughly 10 minutes. Has the TAC Neo 2 got virtual shifting in now? I know it has on Zwift, but I think it's come to Rouvy. Make sure your trainer's up to date if you are coming over and giving Rouvy a go. The virtual shifting should work. Pretty sure it works on the TAC Neo. It does. How are we doing, JJ Dub? I'm glad it's popped back up. You've managed to find me again. All is well. If we get a flat tire, it just means we can stop sooner. So if ever I finish a ride or a route and it's not quite complete, it might well be we've got a puncture. Either that or I just can't be arsed that day. The bike machine's called a Directo Elite Turbo Trainer. It is linked up in the bio. Links up to Amazon. But if you're going to look for one and you want to try it out, you're probably best getting it on somewhere like Facebook Marketplace. Hell of a lot cheaper, especially moving into spring. People will be selling them and you'd be paying half the price. There's also a code in there for all of these products as well. All the Hammer Strength, the Hammer Nutrition, 15% off your first order using the code that's in the bio. If you're into endurance sports, they are the one to go for. Just realised I showed the wrong camera, those gels then. Gels and energy bars, electrolyte tablets. There's another good one on there called Recover Right. It obviously helps you recover. Right, 2.5 kilometers to go. If you haven't already, make sure you've hit that follow button. So like, is it JJ Dubs? You don't lose it. What's that? There is. It's in the bio. And with the Hammer Strength Nutrition, if you use the link and put in the code, it gets you 15% off your first order, which is quite a bit, depending on how much you order. If you are ordering on there, try to order singular things rather than bulk, so you get more use of your discount. Well, what have we got left? 1.6k to go. Wonder if we can get up to 20k likes as well. We're on 19 at the moment. I think between my daughter, John, and a couple of others, we're getting there. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Tom. If it is your first time here, do come and say hello. I do try to remember people's names and faces in the chat. We've got a lot of the old regulars in. Last year, morning Luke. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate the support. Last year we done 240 odd days, consecutive days of cycling. And then I just sort of stopped doing the everyday and just sharing the races. But I tend to feel the morning lives do better. Staying consistent, coming on the same sort of time. People prefer to see consistency rather than just sporadic streams. So whether we come on and just do a group ride, a nice easy ride like this. All right, okay, let's pick up the pace. We are near the end. The last kilometre. Right, back into the group now. Morning, Meg Louise. Hope you're doing well. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Something like that. Nice little sprint at the end. Oh, mate. That sprint ruined me. There's a group ride, Alan. Not Alan, John. It's all in the sprint. Called a slingshot. You sit in the back of the pack, and then you just hammer it and use the draft to go past everybody. Oh. As you can see, it's basically a recovery ride. 1.6 kilos average watts. Oh mate, I'm blowing now. It was a good sprint at the end. We was basically sat at the back the whole ride as well. And there we have it. Thank you, John, liking it over on the on Strava. If anybody wants to follow the Strava, oh, it sounds like it, doesn't it? I apologise if anyone's hearing it in the background. Your partner is not watching corn. They're just watching some sweaty guy working out on the indoor trainer. Oh. But a nice easy ride and then a bit of a sprint at the end. Not sure what my power was. I'll go on the rider's portal. I'll be able to tell you what my max power was then. Where is it? Max power in that sprint, according to this, was 997. It didn't take long to build up a sweat on today's ride. Even though the fan's on, the indoor rides, honestly, you sweat so much. Well, I do, especially during a race. Yep, I'm on a bike. I'll go back to this this camera. There you go, you can see a little bit more. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you're following along. Ready for the next one. Thank you, Justy, or Justin. I assume it's Justin. It was a good ride this morning. So the group rides tend to always turn into a bit of a race, but I like to use the ending to practice a bit of racecraft and the sprint anyway. Thank you, Meg. There we go, Justin. I thought that might be the case. Hopefully we'll see you again on the next one. We're trying to stay a little bit more consistent with the timings that we come on. So normally, first thing in the morning. Wednesday, it was 3:30 in the morning. And then I was out the door by 4:30. So it all depends on what time I'm up and about and starting work. Try to get up with enough time that I can get a spin on the bike before I have to go. But make sure you check out some of the other videos on the page as well. So I work for a union. Yep, there we go. playing dad taxi. So yeah, I work for a union, doing pay negotiations, disputes. You got an issue in the workplace, I'm the one that sort of comes in and tries to sort it out. Very much enjoy what I do at the moment. Probably the first job I've ever actually said that I can enjoy, and I don't dread getting up and going to work. Right, on that note, I am going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and drink my cup of tea and have another coffee, finish my electrolyte drink, and I'll see you all again soon. But thank you for everybody's support. It's been a good session this morning. Very good. Right, have a good rest of the weekend, and I will see you all again tomorrow morning, I imagine. And one last thing, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button up there, wherever it is. Catch you again soon, guys.